Today was the last day of Turin's annual chocolate festival, held in one of Europe's largest open squares, Piazza Vittorio Veneto. I can hardly deny a common chocolate bar, so the idea of having an entire festival dedicated to my one true vice was more than I could resist. By noon, I was eating chocolate kebabs from a chocolate imitation of the rotating spit. Among other great chocolate finds were elaborately decorated chocolate eggs, monster bars of milk and dark chocolate owls, chocolate Legos, and a giant chocolate bar-shaped kiosk on wheels. Still, the most random chocolate find of the day definitely gets awarded to the curious milk chocolate door hinge. Dare I say that bearings never looked so delicious. Once I filled my chocolate quota, I walked along the River Po to Parco Valentino, where I met up with my roommate and some of her friends for a midday picnic. Spring has been successfully pushing its way through the last of winter, and needless to say, the weather was perfect. Our coats were off, our skin exposed. People lounged in t-shirts and took naps in the sun. Bread and cheese and wine and company never felt so good. Soon enough, it was time to change hands, and I rushed home to meet up with a wonderful family. They had been kind enough to invite me along to Venaria Reale, a town 10 minutes outside of Turin. Here, we visited Regia di Venaria Reale, or the Palace of Veneria. The surrounding gardens were beautiful despite winter's shadow, and the architecture of the palace was outstanding. Our favorite room, by far, was the Galleria di Diana, an opulent hall with grand ceilings and exquisite embellishments. The grandeur of it all left us cavorting through its passage, transported momentarily to a time when we once were kings ourselves. The church of Sant'Umberto was as equally stunning, with its natural lighting, regal statues, and ornate paintings. This was yet another example of Italian architectural achievement. The environment left me feeling regal and urbane, though I behaved more like a spoiled princess than I did a member of highbrow society. After a stroll through the town at twilight, we shrugged our coats back on and drove home. The adventurous Sunday was already receding into the jewel box of the mind, but its essence would leave me filled for days to come. From chocolate to sunshine to Italian royalty, you could only assume that I'd knock out early.